What's going on?
Why are you so close to the camera? I feel like you're trying to kiss me or something. Give me some space. Back up a bit.
All right, there we go. No, I think it's because on your side of the screen. It closes me in. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
got.
Anyways, what are we at? What are we getting into today?
So we got some. We had some fights this weekend and some news about some fights. A lot of people are getting released, is all we know. Your girlfriend got released this week, about
I
10 minutes
told
ago.
you.
You said.
I told you she would. She literally just got cut right before Brady gave me a call. So I was like, we have to bring the breaking news up on you. She got guillotine.
And yeah, with Yoel Romero, and he says there's going to be 60 other people. So if you're on a
Mhm.
3-fight losing streak, which I don't even think matters, I seen a joke saying that people on a 3-fight losing streak are going to be shaking in their boots, and I'm like, you could be on a winning streak and get released from the UFC.
Yeah, but Yoel is there's an argument this guy could be the best middleweight in the world. I don't know why that they released him. It doesn't make sense to me.
Uh, I think he costs a lot. I think he's at the tail end of his career. I think he'd just do better somewhere else. I agree with it. He's 4 in his last 5.
So he got released 2 days ago, I believe. PFL and Bellator both passed on him. So I think that comes back to what you said. He is definitely going to have a big price tag attached to his name, especially because he's older. He's going to want to cash out his last few fights, and he wants to be big paydays. But that being said, there's some really fun fights for him out there. I'm good with Verdum at heavyweight over in PFL. Um, a middleweight title fight in Bellator with Musasi, a light heavyweight title fight with Nemkov. There's some fun fights for him.
Yeah, he could definitely go up to a couple divisions too. I don't see him. I don't see a point in him fighting at middleweight again. I would like to, I gotta say the Masasi fight seems nice,
That's a tough task for Musasi, but
and it's
I don't.
sad because he missed weight with the Luke Rockhold fight, even though it was an interim title fight. That he's never going to have a world championship attached to his name.
I mean, UFC championship, but he could very well be a champion tomorrow in another organization.
We shall see, right? So we'll see who signs him, but he needs a title. Just it'll help his legacy.
Now, on the other side of that coin, we got Rachel Ostovich, breaking my heart, getting sent off into the deep
Mm.
depths. Scott Coker, can we make the Larita fight now? It's a possibility. Can we make it happen now? Thank you.
Even if it's on OnlyFans for the people.
Wherever we gotta go, we'll stream it. We'll give you our money. Just make that happen.
Yes, absolutely. There was some other news. Do you want to break down some of the other news with
Okay, so first of all, we're going to get to a little Yair Rodriguez information. So he hasn't fought in a while. He was scheduled to fight Zabit some point, I think, in early 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, he got hit with 3 whereabouts violations with USADA, so he didn't tell them where he was going to be. They showed up to test him. He wasn't there. They give you 2 strikes. Third strike, you get a 6-month suspension. So a lot of people are saying, oh, was he not giving his whereabouts because he was on a steroid? Maybe. It's all speculation, but was he not giving his whereabouts maybe because he had 3 medical emergencies, family emergencies? We don't know. So are we really are we giving USADA this much power to just let them control the whole game like that? I don't like it. What do you think about it?
I hate USADA as it is. People get suspended for weed and stuff still. Um, I think it's a little bit of a joke. Yeah, he could have had an emergency. I think there's obviously got to be a reason. I don't think he looks like a steroid user, but you never know. I just don't think the suspension should have been affected if he didn't fail anything. I mean, there's got to be other ways to reaching him. I don't know. He could have been
I
having a
mean,
baby one day, something.
we got John Jones popping for picograms every time he goes for a fight. So I mean, what are we doing here? Where do we draw the line? A guy misses an appointment and he gets suspension, and there's guys that are actually popping for steroids
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting exemptions. I don't. It's a weird gray area. I guess by the letter of the law, you have to go with it. Just like Nico Price getting a suspension for marijuana. It's
Yeah,
just the game we're playing right now.
absolutely, and it's awful for sure. But we
Yeah.
did have some UFC this weekend with a
Oh,
lot of fights that got dropped out.
pause, hold the brakes. We got some Logan Paul versus Floyd Money Mayweather news to drop on these people.
Okay, yes. So February 20th.
What are we thinking? You go first.
I don't think it's actually going to happen. I think it's too much of a risk for no reward for Floyd. That's just my opinion.
How dare you? What?
I know I'm saying that. It sounds horrible, but there's always that shot of that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm not even going to engage in what you just said, but this is my take on it. There's always so every great fighter we give that one fight to. Muhammad Ali went over to Japan and fought Tony Inoki. I don't know. Bruce Lee fought Chuck Norris, and we got Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor. We gave him the Conor McGregor fight. We gave him that one. Then he goes on to fight Tenshin Nakazawa in an exhibition, knocks him out in the first round. A guy who's not a professional boxer, he's a kickboxer, so at least he's a kickboxer. Conor's not even a kickboxer, he's a mixed martial artist. And then knocks him out, and now he's going to who's not even an athlete. This guy's not even an athlete. We gave him one, and we were like, that's fine. We're all excited about this. The second one, we could have hated on him. We still accepted it. Third strike, you're out. I can't get down with it.
And
I'm out.
He's 0-1 against 50-0.
Well, what if Logan Paul somehow does, like you said, beat him, and then it's an exhibition, doesn't counter Floyd's resume, but does that make Logan Paul TBE?
I don't know. It's embarrassing for Floyd.
I don't even know what to do with. I can't believe we've been talking about this, man.
But it is what it is. We'll see February 20th if it comes to fruition, and we'll see.
We'll see.
But talking about weird weekends, 3 fights I think got cut last minute on the UFC card, and one of them was Jimmy Flick, who I had an interview with, and it ended up being it wasn't COVID that his opponent had, it was pink eye.
Oh shit. Okay.
Which is pretty reasonable not to fight, but we did have a couple good fights. Vince St. Preux got demolished by Jamal Hill.
I called it. I picked Jamal.
I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but whatever.
No.
Yeah, it was definitely surprising. That guy looks like a good contender. And then in the main event, we had who was the main event?
Vettori stepped in on a few days' notice to take on Jack Hermanson.
It was actually a good fight.
I heard it might be a fight of the year contender. I didn't watch it, but what happened?
It was definitely a Vettori win. It was back and forth. He dropped Hermanson pretty bad. I thought it was going to get stopped. Vettori is a future contender. This guy, I thought, beat Izzy in the split decision. A lot of people think he did. He has a case to make a marketable rematch.
So he's now, I think, 4-0 since that Izzy split decision defeat. At the very least, split decision was not a fluke.
Absolutely. He's a good contender.
So that's one of those wins now, especially depending on what Vettori does now. But even the fact that he beat Jack Hermanson, it's a win that's going to keep looking better and better on Israel Adesanya's resume.
Absolutely. It's kind of like Holloway losing to Conor. It looks better now on Conor's resume in time.
One of those fluky wins. Did you know Lovato beat Kevin Holland?
Did he?
Yeah, back in the day. I'm not even in the UFC, or I'm obviously not in the UFC. Lovato never fought in the UFC, but like I don't even know what organization.
Interesting. But yeah, some wins look better over time for sure. But yeah, for the UFC, it was an interesting card. It was only 8 fights, but we got some. I don't know. It was a decent main event. Vettori is I would like to see him fight Whitaker next.
He's legit. He definitely him versus Whitaker next. What he was ranked 12th coming into this. He beat number 4. He's gonna jump into the top 5, I'd assume, but I don't know. Him and Whitaker, maybe him and Cannonier. I don't know. Him and Whitaker.
Cannonier would be good too, but I'd like to see him fight a winner. If Izzy's gonna fight Jan Blachowicz, we might as well have a contender for fight there. I just think that fight makes more sense.
I'm not mad at it. All
right, I think that's all for MMA this weekend.
That's it from this past weekend. We're going to talk about this weekend's pay-per-view, though.
Oh yes, we do have the pay-per-view this weekend. I'm so into the other fights this weekend that we'll get to later that I forgot about this card, which is actually really big. It's a really nice card.
I like it. So I'm looking at
prelims.
Yeah, look at the early prelims right now. Kyle Robinson's fighting. That's not bad. Sergey Spivak. I mean, the early prelims are what they are. They're not bad. Li Jiliang is fighting on the early prelims. That's interesting.
Let's talk about the prelims, though.
Yeah, we get to the prelims. Gavin Tucker, who avoided us on an interview, is taking
So
on
did
Billy.
Billy Cortatello or whatever. They both
Yeah,
did.
they both did. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't want a winner in this fight.
Yeah, so we're not picking. I hope you both go fall on your head.
Can we get a Rocky 3 Apollo Rocky moment where both go to sleep?
Yeah, exactly. Like, whatever. You're hard next.
Okay. Then we got the Brazilian dime piece, Mackenzie Dern taking on Fema Jan Roba.
Yeah, submission first round. They're trying to build up Dern again since the
Hey,
loss.
but Dern's 9-1. Vima's 16-1, man. She's got a legit resume, a legit record.
Oh, for sure, but it's still gonna be a Dern fight, I think.
If she's one of those girls they just signed off of the MMA waiver wire, then yeah, it's gonna be a smash. I don't know anything about it. I'm not, so I can't make an educated guess, but I'm gonna back Mackenzie Dern because that's what we do over here. We back the baddies. So Mackenzie Dern, first round submission triangle choke. I'm gonna go with that.
All right, I got rear naked choke first round.
Okay. And then the the prelims main event, we got Cub Swanson taking on Daniel Pineda.
Man, I actually like Daniel Pineda. He puts up a fight, but I think Cub Swanson's still like he's at the end of his career. He looked good against Kron Gracie his last fight, and he looked like he bounced back. He got a little burn back in his ass. So we got Cub
Well,
Swanson winning a unanimous decision.
can we just take a little rewind there? You said a little burn back in his ass.
I guess I did.
All right. Anyways, whatever that means, you guys let me know what that means. I don't know what that means, but Cub Swanson looked good against Crone. That being said, he still took a lot of damage against Crone.
Absolutely. I just don't think that Cub's at the end of his career quite yet, that he's going to lose to a guy like Daniel Pineda.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cub gets it done. If he wins this, he's on a 2-fight win streak. That would featherweight, that would pop him up right at the fringe. I think like around 12, 11 or 12 ranking, I would say.
Really? I'd still see French 20, but he's
Fringe
still up there.
range 20. The division's deep, but it ain't that deep.
We'll see. We'll see this weekend how he looks.
Okay. Main card, what we got here? Renato Moycano taking on Rafael Fizzyev.
Okay, hard next. Renato's getting fed the guy to kill him.
El Kakui returns. Tony Ferguson is taking. Wait, what? It's only a 3-fight main card.
You only have 3 fights up there?
Hold on a second. Oh, there's an arrow to. My bad. That's my fault. Hold on, guys.
You're missing some.
JDS is taking on Cyril Gane to open up the main card.
Yeah, Cyril Gane is going to destroy him in the first round. Sad to see JDS go down this road, but he's going to be 4 knockouts in a row.
That'd be Rosenstrike, Ngannou. Who else not? Curtis Blades, yeah. Damn, man, I don't know. I
remember when he was a killer. It's sad to see.
He's never been the same since that second fight with Kane.
No.
But that being said, I think there's levels to this game. I think he weathers the first round, and he's gonna have to eat a couple. He's gonna take him clean. He's not gonna take him clean. He's gonna take some of the sting off them, roll with the shots. I think he edges out a dirty old Andrei Arlovsky decision, wins the second and third round just barely, and it's a very unimpressive fight. But he just gets a little.
I would love win or lose to see Arlovsky versus JDS. It's never happened.
Do we need it? Do we need that right now?
I'd watch that. That's fun.
Is that almost in the realm now of Tyson versus Jones though?
It's getting up there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it.
Take this in. Arlovsky's on a win streak in 2020.
And he's looking not bad. He's looking pretty good right now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
At 45 years old.
Yeah, he's old.
Okay, I'm going to take JDS at a razor-thin split decision.
We'll see.
Okay, Jockery Souza taking on Kevin Holland. This might be the fight of the card right here.
I've never been a fan of Ray, but I think he's going to strangle the shit out of him in the second round. I would love to see Holland win, but it's going to look like a Damian Maia fight. He's just going to get a hold of him, take him down, and grind him out. I mean, Holland's not as good as he's being made out to be. I mean, I'll take that back if he beats Jockery. But, I mean, there's levels to this game, like you said before. And, like, he didn't even beat Darren Stewart, like, 2 months ago. Let's be honest.
He didn't, but he's had a fight since then, I believe.
Yeah, he has won a fight since, but it was a unanimous.
Yeah, he definitely lost to Darren Stewart. I think that he even admitted that after the fight.
Yeah.
Jockery, I don't know. Who did Jockery fight last? I don't even know who he fought last.
He lost to not Blachowicz. He lost to Jack Hemerson. No, has he fought since?
He lost to Hermanson, and then he lost to Blachowicz. He hasn't fought since.
Yeah.
So this is either going to be let's get Jockery on the right track kind of fight, or the changing of the guard. And I don't think Jockery is completely done yet. I think he's 41 now. Had almost the whole year off. I think he gets it done. I'm going to say Jockery submits him in the second round.
Yeah, we agree there.
Yeah. Okay. Then we keep rolling on. And we have the Renato Moycano next. And then El Kakui in the co-main event taking on Charles Oliveira. Another amazing fight.
Yeah, and I think this is going to look – I watched the countdown today, and I put a lot of thought into this, and it's going to be the changing of a guard because they're very similar fights. I am calling that Charles Oliveira wins by submission of the second round.
I don't think that Tony gets finished, but I do think that Charles wins this. Charles is coming in off of like a 5-fight win streak or something crazy, like 8. Tony just had a 12-fight win streak and got that smashed by Justin Gaethje.
It's kind of like changing of the guard. They're very similar fighters, but I just think that Tony he's getting old, and that fight took a lot of damage off him. It took so much damage off him that he shaved his head. Take that in.
He shaved?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I think we're going to find out a lot about him in the first minute of the fight. I don't think he's going to be the same fighter. Those are the kind of losses that change people. I think a move to 170 kind of would make more sense to me. At this point, he's 37 years old, doesn't need to keep cutting back down to 155, make it a little easier on your body. I think the 2 weight cuts in the Gaethje fight definitely hurt him as well.
I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if Tony went on a 4-fight losing streak at this point.
Yeah, that's a bit much. He's not going to pull a Tyron Woodley moment. But that being said, Tyron Woodley has been fighting top guys, so we got to give him that credit.
Yeah, I just think Tony, I don't know. For some reason, I have a gut feeling he's done.
We'll see. Well, I'm going to pick split decision for Charles Oliveira.
I got you. Second round, submission, upset. There we go. In the main event, which that was the main event, let's be real here, we got the 3-week turnaround.
The God of War Figueiredo taking on Brandon Moreno, your boy.
Yeah, I love Moreno, and I honestly think he's going to squeeze out a unanimous decision here.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I'll give you $10.
Done.
All right. I just think I'm just a big Moreno fan. I love the kid. You know this. He makes flyweight happy in my pants. You know it makes me good. But I don't know. I just think he's a good guy. Shout out to Brandon Moreno. You're gonna get it done this weekend. Here we go.
Hey, but here's the thing. I don't even know if the fight's gonna happen. I think Davison's gonna make weight.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make weight either.
And if he misses bad, like Mike Perry bad, Moreno shouldn't take the fight.
No, absolutely not. It would not benefit him.
So we'll see what happens there. There's a story.
That being said, I guarantee if you people at last minute, it would benefit the UFC. Let me tell you this right now. If you were walking down the street going, oh, the UFC 256 tonight. What's the main event? Well, it's Fig versus Moreno. They'll be like, I'll pass, hard next. He pulls out. You go, who's the main event tonight? Tony Ferguson versus Charles Oliveira. Holy shit, we're getting 500,000 views. They want that.
The only reason I'm excited for this card is when I heard Tony Ferguson's getting put on this, and then with Charles Oliveira, I'm like, wow, fireworks, sign me up. Jason Figueiredo, kind of, Davison's a side piece.
We got to have our side pieces, right?
Anything else you want to say about this?
I got my Tracy Cortez. You got your Ray Slotchevich. Everything's all good, and we're out.
We're out.